I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're delighted to introduce you to a very talented author. His name is Troy Woodard, and he has written a great book, a supernatural thriller called Angel versus the Devil. This riveting book delves into the unseen battle between mankind and the afterlife, where a man endowed with both human intellect and angelic power confronts his destined role in this cosmic conflict. Through his journey, the story explores themes of good versus evil, the power of love and faith, and the profound impact of angels and devils in our lives. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put him in the spotlight today, and we ask viewers like you to support writers like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his wonderful book. The links are below this interview. Troy, great to see you here today on Spotlight.
Hey, how you doing, Logan? Great to be here.
I'm doing great, even better now that you're on our show. Angel versus the devil. Let me ask you a basic question. Do you believe in angels? Do you believe in the devil?
I actually do. I believe in both because that's where I was raised in the
Mhm.
church and everything. And when I wrote this, I wrote it as I want to put my own belief on it also, because you hear the things, you read the Bible, you hear the tales, from the paranoid and all that.
Yeah.
So that's when I wrote it. I kind of put my own twist on it and from my own personal experience too. So yes, I do believe that it's something beyond here.
Yeah. I do too. If you are a person of faith, if you do believe in God, if you do follow the Bible, clearly there are angels and clearly there is pure evil in this world, which is the devil. So both do exist, in my opinion, as well. This is such a great story with William, the protagonist. Tell us a little bit. Is he basically you a little bit? Obviously, I don't think you're part angel, but you might be. You never know. Tell us a little bit
uh,
about William.
William, actually, no. William just something that I kind of created, as you go through life, you do experience evil, you do experience good, and as so it's like the superhero in me as I created, William to be that hero for mankind. Because some days we actually kind of need that.
Yeah.
You walk out today, you when you walk out the house, you have a choice, to are you gonna be an angel today or are you gonna be the devil? Are you gonna meet an angel or meet a devil? So, and through all this experience and the stuff I heard and you see on television, so I kind of want to create it that actual hero, a human hero, not Superman or nothing like that. So, no, William is not me. He just, it's something that like someone you can grab a hold to if you down or something, to look forward to that like, hey, somebody that's out there who's taking care of us or being there for us.
Absolutely. And like you said, good versus evil really does come down to the decisions we make. Like you said, we
Yes.
have a choice every day whether we're going to do good in this world, whether we're going to do evil, whether we're going to be the light, or whether we're going to be the darkness. So that is very, very true. For the folks at home, let's give them an overview. Tell them what the story is about.
This story is about William. He's a former Iraq soldier. I mean, in the Iraq War, he's a former soldier vet, and he's coming home, and he always had the dreams and everything throughout his life. But now it's starting to feel more real, feel more personal, and he doesn't understand why. Why he's having these dreams. What is his purpose? What is going on? So as it get more intense and more he tried to find out, he go through and he actually meet people to help him guide and find his mission and why what these dreams mean and why he keep having them. He has no clue at all.
Yeah. And dreams are an important part, I think, of a spiritual connection, a psychic connection, don't you think?
Yes, it does. And as William goes on, he realized that his dreams actually, when he's in dream, it actually connects him to the spirit world.
Hmm.
And he can feel, he can touch, he can do everything in that world. Then when he come back here, he's actually human. So he discovered that on the way and learning of who he is and and his purpose of why he's here and why this happened to him.
In a way, is William a little bit like Jesus in that Jesus was human and divine? William is also human and angelic. Did you think about that at all? Is that part of the writing process for you?
And yes, that is absolutely part of the writing process. As you know, that's I figured to do it that way, like I said, be our own human hero, also a spirit hero also. So yes, absolutely, absolutely correct.
Have you envisioned this story perhaps as a series or a movie?
Movie, yes,
Mm,
actually that's my goal. When I originally wrote this, I wrote it as a screenplay.
mm.
It's a screenplay. I didn't intentionally for it to be a novel or anything, but I wrote it as a screenplay. I tried to get it out there, but fortunately, it didn't happen. So I said, well, let me see, can I package it into a book? And I found the publisher to publish it and put it out here.
That's great. That's great. So it's if anybody in Hollywood, if you're listening, this would be a great film. And the screenplay
Yes,
is ready to go. It's the first thing that was drafted. And I can kind of see that the book is very, very visual in its descriptions, just like you would write in a screenplay. So I can see how that came into play. How long had you been thinking about this story? Did it just come to you suddenly? Did you work on it over a matter of weeks, months, or years? Tell us a little bit about that.
actually, I wrote the first rough draft. I started in 2005.
Mm.
That's I started 2005. I finished it in 2007. But yes, it was something I always wanted to do all my life. I remember just going on trips with my mom and dad. We did ride, and I just daydream and just think about and vision movies and stuff because I love movies. I have a huge movie collection.
Mm.
So then one day I just like, I want to try this. I said, this is something I want to do because I'm so passionate about it. So I just sat down at my kitchen table and I started 2005 at 6 o'clock. I started doing the rough draft and trying to bring it to life.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's fun when you're creating something like that because you're kind of living in that world while you're at that keyboard in the early morning hours in the kitchen, right?
Yeah. Actually, I wrote everything in pen and pad. I'm a slow
Oh,
typer.
okay.
I'm
You
very
were doing it
slow,
old
so
school way, longhand.
I do it. Yeah, I did it old school way. I wrote it in pen and pad. Then I went and typed it. So when you do submissions and that, you need that. But I think because it's more of a rough draft, and when I retype it, I can actually make edit it and changes and add
Sure.
and take out to it too. So that's kind of my process. It's a little long process, but
Mhm.
it works for me.
Yeah, whatever works for you. And, I can see that if you feel like, working on one of these is going to be kind of a hindrance, just write it out
Hmm.
as fast as you can because you want the ideas to flow. That's kind of part of it.
Yes.
Like you said, once you start typing it, then you can start moving things around and editing that way. So that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, the themes of faith, religion, and love are important parts of your novel. Tell us a little bit about those themes.
Yes, because they all go hand in hand, faith, love, religion, usually when you meet someone and sometimes that's part of the like the dating app. You click on the dating app, you have there right there, your religion and faith and all that stuff. So it's something that's important to me also as going forward in life and stuff I instilled into my daughter, so I had to incorporate it in anything I write because I write with love and passion and with faith.
Yeah. Now, William is a military man. Are you a military person also?
No, sir. No, sir. I
Okay.
have family members and good friends that are, and so I wanted to include something like that to, represent them.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's as far as serving people and doing good in this world, there's hardly anything better you can do than serving your country and the world
Absolutely.
by
Absolutely.
being part of the armed services. That's for sure. Are you working on any sequels to this book? Are you working on any new novels?
I had part two when I wrote one, and I have part two. It's halfway done, but life kind of takes you in a different
Sure.
direction, so I haven't really been able to complete it, and that's my goal. I want to be able to complete it moving forward, but right now I just want to focus on getting this out and into the world, and hopefully I get it to the movie theaters.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, that's the best part about getting a book published is that you never know whose hands it's going to wind up in, you know?
Yes.
It's like a message in a bottle, you know, you put it out there, let's see who finds it, and hopefully it winds up in the right hands. Before we leave you today, I wanted to ask you, what do you hope readers will take away from this tale of angel versus the devil?
I want them to feel that, like I say, when every day you wake up, you make that choice. You're gonna be an angel today or be a devil. If you're gonna meet an angel, you're gonna meet a devil. You may meet that. I mean, I want you people to walk away just knowing that it's a possibility you can meet that type of person, or you can find that love who can get you through that type of person or anything you meet. So I just want them to just and feel that embrace and be more connected to the spirit, the spiritual world or the religion, if that's something they are part of. That's why I want them to take away from this.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can be the change if you decide to do good in this world. Troy Woodard
Yes.
has written a wonderful book, a supernatural thriller. It is called Angel versus the Devil. It would be a wonderful movie. It's very, very visual. Screenplay is already written. The book and the screenplay dive into the unseen battle between mankind and the afterlife, where a man endowed with both human intellect and angelic power confronts his destined role in this cosmic conflict. It's a wonderful read. It's a terrific story. You don't want to miss it. The links are below this interview. Troy, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it for having me.
My pleasure. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.